in the exhibitions, and right now I'm standing at the stand, or an exhibition stand for the Machakos County, the great Machakos County, with great things which they are showcasing in this place. And I'm going also to speak to various officers from Machakos County and explain various producers, especially considering that Machakos is also part of great agriculture happenings in the country. We are not a food basket as other counties, but I will say that we produce some few things. Allow me to be joined by Chalo, who is going to take us through what is happening in these exhibitions. Kindly, can you tell us why you decided to bring this stuff here?
My name is Daniel, and what you see here is from our farmers. We picked to showcase what they are doing. We have adopted to climate change. They have tried to adapt to climate change by embracing irrigation and also value addition. As you can see, we have packaged honey, we have juice, and we have other products that are from the farms. We are targeting to create awareness of the adaptation that they need to have to climate change. And by doing that, we are showcasing the best they've been able to produce, encouraging them to work to embrace climate smart agriculture in their work.
I have seen some yogurt, I've seen some juices, I've seen some cassavas and bananas. Are you trying to tell me that we produce juices from Machakos County?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have. We are one of the best producers of fruits, and the only thing that has been lacking is value addition. That is what we are working towards as a county, supporting our farmers to be able to add value to their products.
I have seen solar systems and other stuff. Are we able to produce this, or is just for showcasing as a county?
We are not showcasing because we produce. We are showcasing because we embrace the technology. It is a way of being able to build resilience to climate change, and we are encouraging our people to adopt green energy solutions, and that's why we have solar. We power our boreholes with solar. We do our street lights which are solar powered. It's sustainable, it is affordable, and it makes it easy for us to do more projects for our community in a way that they are able to sustain.
I understand Maendeleo Chap, and we believe in making things happen the shortest time, especially Machakos County. I will ask this, not because I'm criticizing, but it is what is happening. Can you say there is any change from Machakos County, considering that Governor Mutua has served for 9 years and now this is the 10th year? How can you rate yourselves?
I'd say we have performed exemplary, because right now we have over 700 solar powered boreholes. That is providing water for free to our people, and especially to the most vulnerable at the village level. We have done dams, over 360 dams across the county. We have done roads. We are doing infrastructure. We have lit our market centers with solar street lighting, and we have done more. Our hospitals are among the best in the country.
Yes, that is Machakos County. I have the 7th Devolution is themed on matters of climate change, and I have seen these producers. Are you adapting accordingly to the climate change, or it's something you're working towards?
Climate change is here with us, and we cannot say that we have adapted. We keep adapting, and what we are targeting is being able to look for interventions, locally led interventions from the Mwananchi, to tell us what they feel is going to help them build resilience. And from that, we look for projects that are going to build their resilience in a way that it makes sense to them. And that is what we are about. If you look at the models we are showcasing here, we are showcasing locally led interventions, the things that we are doing that have been proposed by Mwananchi. what they're showcasing.
I will be back to ask more because I have not seen African attires, but I have seen the cultural sisal ropes and baskets. But I will be back. Allow me to move towards another side because I have seen a woman, a businesswoman who is here and who is working towards ensuring that we buy Kenya, build Kenya by having the best we can have from Kenya, and especially African attires from one of the exhibition stands here. And she had promised me that she's going to tell us why she decided to have her stand here and maybe to have African attires and not anything else. Thank you, Mami. How are you? Uko salama? Na mimi niko fiti. I have seen your stand and I saw only African attires. I was wondering why not Nigerian, why not anything else, why not Swahili, why not, I would like to understand why you chose this beautiful attire.
Okay. My name's Rose Mugo. I'm a Kenyan and I've chosen to do African attires because I want to relate with my country, with my people. I am African, yeah? And if I go doing the English clothes, they are found all over the shops. So it's like we are promoting other businesses more than we are promoting the Kenyan business. Now, this is the time that we want to grow as the Kenyan SMEs. So we must do something that is going to make us grow.
I understand the business, according to some people outside there and business, small-scale traders outside there, they are doing so well. During the Devolution conference, how is it going on your side?
The conference is going well, and the business-wise, we can say we are trying. For this is like the first day, so we are hoping for the best. As you can see in the morning, I have some customers here, so we are just trusting God for everything.
With the solar in this place, I will be back to get something out of this. Allow me also to move to Embu County, who are near me. But before Embu County, we have Siaya government. They have everything you can think of, including fish. But why do they have this stuff in this stand and the exhibitions? What are they showcasing, and how valuable are they to the country? And considering that we are also themed on matters climate change, are we adapting towards this? Is there anything which is being done to ensure that at least Siaya County does better in this? What's your name? Why are we here? What are these produces you brought in this place?
Thank you very much. My name is Jackson Achuti. I work with the Siaya County government. We are here to exhibit what we are doing in Siaya County. As you can see, this theme of this Devolution conference is about climate action. So we are trying to showcase what we are doing to mitigate against climate change and also to build resilience to farmers and also to our means of production. I work with the Department of Agriculture, and as you can see here, we have several things which is geared towards mitigation in climate change.
I understand if I want to visit Siaya, what will I get? What will I enjoy there out of what I'm seeing from this stand?
Exactly. There you will enjoy fish. You see this one is value added and packaged. This one is assisted by a project called DStv 2, whereby farmers are being empowered to value add, to package, access local and international market. Yeah. So you will be able to enjoy fish and its products. You will be able to enjoy several things like poultry products and value added. You will eat a very sweet poultry, local poultry, and very many animal and crop products in Siaya County. You are welcome.
Now that you've spoken of crop products, I'd like to see what you have from Siaya County, especially crops, and why we would grow them in that great county of Siaya.
Here we have sorghum, in value added for sorghum meal, whereby you can prepare porridge from sorghum. You can prepare several products from sorghum products like chips, crisps, mandazi, and also we have sweet potato, value added sweet potato products like mandazi, chapati, crisps, chips, and those such products. These products, the reason why we are promoting them is that they are adaptable to that kind of climate in that place. They are drought resilient, and hence you can produce it even in very minimal rainfall areas. Yeah, because most of our agricultural production is dependent on rainfed. So these products are very adaptable to that kind of environment, and you can get lots of productivity from there. And also we have a new frontier crop, which is sunflower. We are also producing sunflower oil in Siaya County. We are also producing animal feeds from sunflower byproducts. Yeah.
I will be back maybe to get something from Siaya County, but before I come, allow me to go to Embu County. Ni wafanyikazi, niliambiwa wanachapa kazi, wako na asali, and they have other beautiful products, and I'll be speaking to one of them, maybe to tell me why they have this and why we need them in our day-to-day activities. What's your name? Unaitwa nani? What do we have here? And why do we have them here? And when we go back to the county, are we able to get them raw, or is it for showcasing?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Anthony Sawaya. I'm the Director in charge of trade in Embu County government. And yes, anything that you're seeing here is all from Embu, products from Embu, value added in Embu, produced further in Embu, and actually exported from our places in Embu. Yes. Majani. Yes. Tell me more about it. Well, Majani, we have very good, I can confirm, we have very good tea from Mongania tea, sorry. Yeah, Mongania tea are one of the factories under the KTDA fraternity in Embu County. We have 4 of them, yes, in that county. Then we have, of course, we have milk, yeah, the milk dairy products. We have yogurt. Yeah, value added, very good stuff from a company called Zawadi. Yeah, then of course we have our gem, which is a macadamia. Yeah, let me go to macadamia because I might be forced to take some. Tell me more about macadamia. Yes, macadamia, I can confirm to you that as far as production is concerned, Embu is one of the leading producers of quality macadamia in Africa. Yeah, so what we do in Embu is that we grow a lot of macadamia, and we have factories, yeah, like Prefarm Nuts, Limbua company, yeah, guys who actually do this value addition and actually export, yeah, like Prefarm Nut is an EPZ in our county there, so all is very well, and this is what we are very proud of. Today we're even showcasing, people don't know how macadamia look like. That's the green macadamia, the pre-packed macadamia, the value-added macadamia, and the roasted macadamia. Yeah, so that's us. Unajua, kwa lugha ya mwananchi, ningependa kuelewa yanasaidiaje macadamia. Kwa lugha ya mwananchi, manake pale Embu, they might not understand kabisa hii kizungu mingi. Nao niambie macadamia yanasaidiaje kwa lugha ya mwananchi?
Kwa lugha ya mwananchi, macadamia ina manufaa mengi sana kwa afya. Kwa mfano, mafuta yake ni mazuri sana. Ni ile yanaitwa natural, mafuta natural. Macadamia inatumika kutengeneza vitu vingi sana. Kwa mfano sabuni, vitu za urembo. Zaidi ya hayo, hizi shell zinatumika kutengeneza makaa ya kupikia. Kwa hivyo kama vile tunasema tunaangalia mabadiliko ya hali ya anga kama climate change, hii ni mojawapo ya kuhakikisha hatukati miti. Ukivuna macadamia yako unatumia haya maganda ya juu kutengeneza moto ama kupika. Vitu vingine kwa manufaa sana hasa ni kwa mfuko kiuchumi. Macadamia yanauzwa ng'ambo, China na kule kwingine. Yanapendwa sana kwa sababu ya manufaa ya afya. Kwa hivyo wananchi wa Embu na kila mtu anaweza kutengeneza hela za kusaidia.
Nimeona hani na wengi wetu tunapenda zaidi asali, na ni kitu ambacho I would like also to hear kama tukifika pale Embu tutakula hii asali ama hii asali mmeleta hapa only for today. You know, hii Kenya ni Kenya tu. Okay, back to you.
Yes. We have Erangi company that actually is a very good producer of honey. Hii honey ni ya Embu. Yeah, the drier parts of Embu we have a lot of production. Yeah, so that production comes in, it is value added, inaekwa kwa the respective packages, and it's moved to the markets. So this is actually from Embu. Yes.
Thank you. I can see now. I can now understand why people from Embu County are shining because of macadamia and also some other stuff. Allow me to go to the great Nakuru city. Is it city or a county? Yes, there is still a city and also a county. Ni mahali ambapo kulingana na gavana Lee Kinyanchui anafurahia zaidi kwamba hii ni city nyingine ambayo imefanywa, lakini niliona wameweka maua, na unajua wanawake na maua ni kitu kimoja wanawake na maua ni kitu kimoja. Lakini kabla hatujafika huko, kuna baadhi ya counties zingine kukiwemo Murang'a, kukiwemo mashirika mbalimbali ya kiserikali ambayo vile vile yamekuja kuonyesha umahiri wake na uzuri wake kuhusiana na mambo ambayo wanaendeleza katika taifa hili la Kenya. Lakini kabla sijafika pale, nimesema wanawake wanafahamika zaidi na maua, na sio wanawake, lakini maua hufanya taifa likawa bora zaidi. Niruhusu nipate kusikia kutoka county hile ya Nakuru ambao maua vile vile yamenawiri. Why do they have these beautiful flowers? Do they produce them or are they just here to showcase? Wako hapa kutuonyesha kwamba leo wako na maua ama ipo namna gani? Mpiga picha wangu anafahamika kama Noreen Wamboe na kazi safi anaendelea kufanya. Tupo hapa katika county ama kibanda cha county ya Nakuru, na ambao vile vile wamejipanga vilivyo, na ambao kwa sasa ni city ama ni mji. Niruhusu nizungumze na mmoja wenu kuhusiana na what is happening here. Wanielezee haya maua yanaitwa namna gani na yanasaidia kwa namna gani. Nilivyosema, maua ufurahisha moyo na ufurahisha nyoyo za wengine, na nilipokuwa nikitembea asubuhi walinieleza kuwa maua yanatokea county hii ya Nakuru. Unafahamika kama nani?
Jina langu ni Hana Oduor kutoka county ya Nakuru.
Kutoka county ya Nakuru. Nimeona maua mbalimbali na ambayo yanafurahisha tu macho kutoka mbali. Unaweza kunielezea kuhusiana na kilimo hiki cha maua katika county ile ya Nakuru?
Tunajua ya kwamba Nakuru County ndio county ile inakuza maua mingi kwa wingi. Hii maua inapelekwa ng'ambo, lakini pia inaajiri watu wengi. Na maua pia inasaidia kusafisha mazingira. Hii matawi ya hizi maua bado zinachukua zile carbon dioxide, inapunguza zile carbon dioxide kutoka kwa hewa, ndio tupate mazingira ikuwe vizuri. Na pia ukiwa karibu na maua unasikia vizuri. Hata najua kwamba ukiwa kwa hii kibanda chetu unasikia tu kama vizuri. Na tunahimiza wananchi wapande miti na hata maua. Hata sio tu kama hizi, hata zile zingine potted plants. Ukiwa nazo katika nyumba yako, hata kwa corridor nini, mazingira yako itakuwa mzuri na utafurahi. Kwa hivyo ndio tunasema hizi zinakupelekwa ng'ambo, lakini hata hapa sisi pia tuzitumie tusikie vizuri.
Si tungoje mpaka wazungu waje wanunue, hata sisi tupate kufurahia. Twende pale, nimeona mna mazao ya shambani na ambayo vile vile ningependa kusikia yanafanya namna gani. Na je, hizi ni dawa? Na kama ni dawa, ni za kutibu nini kutoka county ya Nakuru?
Asante. County ya Nakuru tuna uza ile mmea ya pyrethrum. Tumejua kwamba pyrethrum inatumika kama dawa na ni natural product. Hii ni safe to the environment, na tunaambia wakulima, tunahimiza wakulima wetu wapande huu mmea ili tuitumie kutengeneza madawa. Hizi madawa ziko safe to the environment. Kuna madawa ya kunyunyizia mimea, kuna pia madawa ya public health kama kuna hii dawa ya Parasol imetengenezwa na kampuni ya Pyrethrum Processing Company of Kenya, solely kutoka kwa pyrethrum, and it is safe. Hii unaweza kunyunyiza tu, si lazima utoke kwa room, utanyunyiza tu na ukae kwa room. It's very safe to the environment, na pia inaleta hela kwa wakulima. Wakulima wetu wenye wamerudi kupanda huu mmea wanapata kama shilingi kama 200 kwa kilo, na wanafurahia, wanapata hela kwa mfuko. Na pia tunasaidia kuhakikisha kwamba mazingira yetu iko safi kwa kutumia zile madawa zenye ziko safi, kwa sababu tunajua magonjwa na madudu ni hatari kwa kilimo, lakini lazima tutumie madawa kidogo. Sasa tunaambiwa mtumie zile products ziko safe to the environment.
Nitakuja kuchukua ua moja kutoka pale, lakini niruhusu nione. Je, huu ndio mji wa Nakuru? Na kama ni mji wa Nakuru, mnaweza kunielezea kidogo, na yeyote mwenye anaweza kutueleza kulikoni hapa, ndio tupate kufahamu tukitembea katika ule mji wa Nakuru masuala yanakuwa namna gani, kwa lugha ambayo unafurahia. Unielezee kidogo kuhusiana na hili.
I'm Dorcas Njeri. This is our fish market. It's a smart market. And we, as you can see from above, we are using solar powered, we have solar panels at the top. And then we are doing water harvesting. We are also doing some borehole with the infiltration plant. And this one will go a long way to respond to climate change. Our garbage is also collected, sorted, and also processed. And this makes it better and conducive for our environment. And again, we have the cold storage to avoid some post-harvest losses, and especially at the distribution point. So this is a market that is very responsive to climate change. And we are looking towards now channeling our efforts toward building more of this. So we are very resilient when it comes to our adaptation to climate. Yes.
I understand Nakuru County is now a city. With this, how are we going to benefit the business people going to benefit out of the whole stuff?
As you can see, this is a market that we are doing along the Naivasha-Nairobi highway. And it means that those people who are trading along the highway, they will have somewhere to put their wares. They'll have some cold storage facilities, and also value addition in terms of processing the fish will be attained. And as you are aware, we've been restocking our lake Naivasha, and also our lakes will lie down there. And we want to increase our consumption of fish, and also do some for export if we have a balance. And this will go a long way in improving our economy. Yeah, I believe it will really benefit the economy of the county.
Thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us. Allow me to go for a short break, but when I come back, I will be in another county where we will showcase, or maybe where we will see what is happening there, what they have to showcase. Back here.
Entrepreneurs around the country are creatively grinding.
I started with a borrowed phone.
A borrowed phone?
Yeah, that could last 2 hours with charge.
We just have to do quality work for them.
To make their mark in an unpredictable market.
It was now going on a sales venture, looking for stockists door to door.
On the grind, we bring you their stories so you can tell yours. Every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Men are known to be the pillars.
We're rising up together.
Say your point. You need an alpha male now to come and help you and your girl.
Anaongea zero.
And women, they are the cornerstone that hold the pillars.
Don't be entitled. A man is peaceful, a man who's allowed to talk to a lady.
This November, the Men's Conference brings a cocktail of diverse ladies to weigh in on various matters.
Something I'd love more to see is men being able to exist as themselves.
Tune in every Wednesday at 10 p.m.
Hello guys, and welcome to Night In with Joy Irungu. Joy Irungu.
Heartbreak, pain, and tears have been a major part of Night In Season 1. We thank you for being with us on this journey, and for this upcoming season, we will bring you more empowering stories that not everyone is talking about.
This is the only show where we keep it authentic. which share our lifetime experiences, and you know what, tell every person that you can turn your pain into power.
Join Joy Irongo on Night In as we take the brave step of sharing.
The road to 2022 is becoming tougher.
Nyuma ya wheelbarrow kuna economic model.
And trickier with each passing day.
Niliwaambia washushe chini bei ya mafuta.
Political aspirants in a dilemma whether to change allegiance or not.
How has Raila and the handshake made Jubilee lose focus?
You've seen Raila Odinga flying military choppers.
Our people have never been called to Uhuru Park to unite. They have always united out of their own volition.
Showcasing some of the juices that are squeezed out from the fruits that were on display, and also terming it, as embracing irrigation, creating awareness on climate change adaptation. Definitely an inventive and educative forum there. Also with embracing technology to build resilience, that is embracing the renewable energy and greenhouse inventory. So many models were there being showcased, and definitely build Kenya by buying from Kenya. We also saw an amazing stand there on African regalias. I definitely hope that Elizabeth will get one for me. I'm just saying. But and Rose, who makes those African regalias, said that it helps her get to relate with the people, to bring about the diversity and uniqueness, also showcasing the patriotism in that. Also, she stated that business is on an upward trajectory, definitely hoping for more. We also got to see Siaya County, and as they stated, from Siaya County, the exhibition, has empowered farmers, definitely a wide spectrum on that. They had fish, sorghum flour, value-added sweet potato products which are adaptable to climatic conditions, and also sunflower oil was definitely there as well. We've had some of those expectations that they have is that they do hope that these will definitely go a long way to benefit their counties and also as a country as well. This conference will also is definitely focusing on sub-national mobilization in unlocking full potential of climate action in the post-COVID-19 era. So Liz is definitely on standby, still there in Makueni County, as she gets to expound more on those exhibitions. So Liz, where are we headed next?
Well, Muthoni, we are headed to Nyandarua County, one of the food basket for this country, ambapo tumeona mambo mengi zaidi tu. Nikitembea nimeona vyakula mbalimbali ambavyo vinatoka katika county hii ya Nyandarua. Sio viazi, nimepata hani, nimepata vile maziwa. Lakini kabla sijajiambia, wacha nisikie kutoka kwake afisa mkuu kutoka county hii ya Nyandarua. Niambie kulikoni, ni nini ambacho mnaonyesha siku hii ya leo?
Asante sana na karibuni kwa stage ya Nyandarua County. Hapa ndio Nyandarua tuna surprise chakula kwa nation. This is the food basket of the country. In front of us now what we have is a creep from potatoes. You know that we supply that 3.3% of potatoes in this country. And we have value addition from the potatoes. You find the creeps. And you also find the cassava cookies, that is also a value addition from the potatoes. You see the potato starch that is used in clothes. These are all the products that we get from potatoes. Above all, potato, much of the potatoes that is consumed in the country is consumed raw as chips. So wherever you are in Makueni, you are in Nairobi, you are in Mombasa, na kama chips umekuwa kidogo, welcome and get potatoes from Nyandarua County. Yes, as we move on, we have a new technology of multiplying potato seed. We are no longer using seeds, so this is a new technology that we have, that we are multiplying potatoes. Above all, you know, Nyandarua is a county of many, of more, of plenty. This is strawberry. We have strawberry farmers, and we are among the best strawberry farmers who are in the country. And this is the value addition that we have from the strawberry. This is strawberry jam. Yes. So that's also a product from Nyandarua County. And there is also the fresh strawberry. Kindly, madam, let her also taste the taste of Nyandarua. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Tasting time.
Yes. Yes. This is the Nyandarua taste, madam. Yes.
My camera person will take one after this.
Oh yeah. All right. Wow. That's Nyandarua.
I think I will be coming to Nyandarua so soon. Can I get this jam anywhere in our supermarket?
Yes. This jam, you'll get it from our supermarket like Naivas. You get it here. And no other food supply chain that are across the country, you get the Nyandarua jam. So you will come there, come and support Nyandarua, buy Nyandarua, build Nyandarua, build Kenya. As we move on, this is our next big or major product, the milk. We supply that we supply 33% of the milk across the country. And this is one of our suppliers, or our main distributors or main companies that process milk. These are Kinagop dairies, and this product you get them across the supermarkets, across the country, and they are very nice. We have value addition on yogurt, we have value addition on jam, and other products. And so as also you get the taste of Nyandarua, please, my dear, you have this so that you also get to know what we have in Nyandarua County. Yes. And yes. Yes, we have fresh milk also yes, this is Nyandarua product.
We did a food basket.
Yes.
And we appreciate that you have this stand. We'll be back.
Yes.
You tell us more. Thank you so much. Before I wind up, allow me to take you to Kitui County. And they have some great honey. But before we show you the honey, we have some African attires from the great Kitui County. And I'll be speaking to some of them, considering that they have Kikotek, one of the greatest companies, which produced masks during the corona pandemic period. And they are doing so well. Allow me to talk to you, Mami, and tell me what we have in this Kitui stand.
Okay. This is a mask. We do masks like this one that I'm wearing. Then these are table mats. We sell a set of 6 at 1,500. Then these are carrier bags. You can go with it to the supermarket. You carry your things. These are clutch bags. You can go to the supermarket still with it, and it's 2-in-1. It's a clutch bag, and at the same time a carrier bag, so you can carry it wherever you go. You don't have to carry a paper bag. Yes. We also do nets, hospital nets, like this one that is hanged there.
That is from Kitui County.
That is from Kitui County.
And the t-shirts? The t-shirts right there.
Kitui County, right there. We also have corporate shirts. We have corporate shirts like this one. This one is for KRA. We do cabs. We also do African prints. These are scrubs, reusable ones. Apologies for that technical mishap. Now, that was such an amazing, intricating review of the exhibitions there in Makueni County. We've seen so many things from Nyandarua to Kitui. It's definitely an amazing exhibition there. Now let's also head back to Makueni County on the side of the Devolution Summit, as Eric Monene is definitely there on standby with two resident coordinators from the UNDC and the UN. Now over to you, Eric.
This is the 7th and final devolution conference. I've had the privilege of being joined by two gentlemen. I have the UNDP resident coordinator and the UN resident coordinator. I'll start with you, Mr. Badawi Walid, the UNDP resident coordinator. What does this conference really mean to you? And especially now that we're talking about matters climate change, what does it really mean to you?
Thanks for the question, and greetings from Makueni. This is such an important conference coming just fresh off the heels of Glasgow, and Kenya would be the first country globally to host such an important conference, bringing climate change down to the county level where it actually matters. So my applaud to the national and county government of Kenya for seeing the existential challenge of climate change and holding a conference despite all of the global challenges, COVID and many others, to focus on climate action at the county levels, because Kenya has a very, very robust national policy framework addressing climate change. It was one of the first African countries that actually raised its climate ambition as part of its nationally determined contribution from reducing greenhouse gas emissions from 30 to 32%. So Kenya is globally leading the way to show that as a country that has not impacted climate and is actually on the receiving end of the impacts of climate change. We see it with the drought, we see it with the rising lakes, we see land use patterns, deforestation, but Kenya has chosen to take a path to put the country on a important path to address climate change. So this conference, to bring the issue of climate change, to ensure that all 47 counties of Kenya have actually then started to mainstream their climate policies and actually making financing allocations to address adaptation to climate change is a great story to tell. As UNDP, we've been supporting that journey of devolution, and we're seeing now climate change being a key part of that conversation, working with institutions like the Council of Governors, the Ministry of Devolution, and county governments themselves. We have supported and are supporting, particularly around the deforestation and the tree growing campaign of the country, helping to accelerate reaching the 10% tree cover by next year. Yep. Doing that through policy interventions. We've supported under our RED Plus program model forest policy that we have enacted and has now been passed by Elgeyo Marakwet as one county, and we're looking to model that and ensure that all of the other 46 counties actually do the same. So we're accompanying both national and county governments on this journey, and this is a great milestone to celebrate some of those achievements that Kenya has made.
Well, I know you're in a hurry, and I know you're a very busy person right now, especially at this conference. Very briefly, what are some of the practical solutions you think the delegates here are going to come up with?
I think the first is, for me, the commitment to change and to put climate change high on the priority list of county level priorities. And then from there, resourcing will start to flow, because if it is becoming a county priority that is in your CIDP, that is clearly articulated with concrete actions, whole of society engagement then starts to flow from there. So I really hope that from here a clear set of policy directives emerge that actually trigger the county level action.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. We move on to the UN resident coordinator. This conference comes at the backdrop of the one that was held globally at Glasgow. There are many African countries that say they got a raw deal. Here is Kenya. Here is Kenya, trying to come up with its own solutions. What are your thoughts about that?
Thank you for the question and greetings from Makueni. I think that people who say that are right. At best, the COP26, that was the Glasgow conference, was a glass half full at best. And the planet is on fire. You can't put out a fire with half a glass of water. Glasgow was about two things, essentially, very crudely put. It was about cuts and it was about cash. What do I mean by that? Cuts, cutting the amount of global carbon dioxide that the world produces, that the countries of the world produce, so that we slow the rate of climate change. And cash, about paying to support countries to adapt to the climate change that's already happening. And on both of those, I give it a mediocre score. On cuts, before we went into Glasgow, we were looking at a 2.7 degree global heating on average by the end of the century. It doesn't sound like much, but believe me, that's catastrophic in terms of the projections for what it does to agriculture and food systems, what it does to our oceans, what it does to flooding, what it does to extreme weather events. And we're already seeing the effects of that in Kenya today. The drought that we have in much of northern and northeastern Kenya, that's about the climate emergency. That's about the changes already in the Indian Ocean that are affecting seasonal rainfall. And I'm sure every Kenyan listening to this has noticed already we're getting hotter weather, we're getting much less predictable rains. We maybe after Glasgow got from 2.7 to 2.4. That's a long way from the 1.5 where we need to be, the 1.5 degrees, to even contain the damage that we're already experiencing. And then on cash, so Kenya, you said it yourself. Yep. Kenya and Africa, these are the countries on the continent that produce the least in terms of greenhouse gases. Kenya produces 1/2000th part of global CO2, and yet Africa is the continent that is the most impacted already by climate change. So we're looking for climate adaptation financing, cold hard cash, to help farmers, to help ordinary people adapt to the impact of climate change that's already here. COP26 was supposed to be about making it dollar for dollar. So for every dollar that went to reducing CO2, there was a dollar that went to adapting to climate change, and it didn't happen. We're slowly increasing the amount of financing available for climate adaptation, but we're nowhere near the $100 billion a year that it's projected to cost Africa to adapt to climate change by the end of the century. So on both those, I have to say, glass half full at best.
Okay, so African countries, those who say that African countries got a raw deal, have been advising African countries to go now at COP27 to negotiate for one common front, to go there as a bloc. I want to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think it's essential, and I think that also Africa as a bloc needs to put pressure on those countries from the global south who are also big CO2 producers. So it's no longer just the industrial north, there are also the newly emergent and the very large countries in the global south that are heavy producers of CO2. So going together as a bloc, demanding that there be change in climate financing, that there be more money made available for adaptation, and pointing out that Africa is already having to pay itself for the consequences of climate change. Part of what this conference here in Makueni, to bring it back to Makueni, is going to be about is how county governments involved in the drought response, involved in trying to adapt their agriculture, even as we're trying to grow Kenyan agriculture to be the engine of growth for everybody, we're having to make it climate resilient. And who's paying for that? Well, the international partners in the UN are helping, but a lot of that is being borne by national government and county government, which means by the Kenyan taxpayer. And that's not fair.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I know you're a very, very busy man today. I have to release you. I understand you're going for a tree planting exercise?
We're going to be planting some trees this morning. It's a symbolic gesture as part of the campaign to get Kenya back to 10% forest cover. That, of course, helps to reduce soil erosion. It protects the environment. It reduces because it absorbs carbon dioxide. So it's really, really important. We've got to get 2 billion trees planted by the end of next year if we're going to get to 10%.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. So we are going to be interviewing other, international partners who are in this conference right here at, Makueni. We are live in Makueni County. We are going to be looking for other development partners and international partners who are here for one common goal, to ensure that the country achieves its goal of coming up with the best solutions to avoid, or rather to mitigate, the harmful effects of climate change. Back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Eric, for that brief interview. Now, as it has been stated by the resident coordinators of the UNDP and the UN, Africa is definitely paying itself for the damage done so far, and we've got a long way to go to achieve the 1.5 degrees Celsius that we are supposed to have. We are still a long way through on that, and also in matters of the funding of 100 billion per year that is funded to Africa. Definitely, we're also nowhere near that as well, and also they've put in to pressure the practical expectations of the 7th Devolution Summit. There are expectations, to put climatic change on the priority list. Also coming down to matters funding for the county level action. Indeed, they have definitely applauded this move, as Kenya is now, the first African country towards uptaking climatic action, and also in the incorporation of all 47 counties in that as well. Now, Eric is still on standby. And wow, that is, we are definitely expecting plenty on this 7th Devolution conference, as we get also, there's a planting tree exercise so that we can try and get Kenya to the 10% tree coverage expected.
Well, Muthoni, as you can hear in the background, I think I'll struggle listening to both you and the current speaker, but I'll be very, very brief. You've heard from the UN resident coordinator, who's talked very passionately about climate change, and especially in Africa, and of particular interest is that he said, I think we're going to pause for prayers.
For the opportunity that we have to gather here today, we thank you, Lord, for the opportunity.
As we definitely pose for that prayer session, we're definitely expecting a lot, as today is definitely the D-Day for this 7th Devolution conference that is ongoing there in Makueni County. This theme is formed by the impact of climate change on social economic development, and hence, capturing of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, so as to help to protect the environment, and for us to, as what is being experienced so far in the country with seasonal rainfall. We have an unpredictable rainfall on and off in the country with these extreme weather effects. We're definitely keeping an eye on that development story there on the state of development.